It's like all these, I don't want to say, I feel like right with the internet now, does it ever drive you crazy when people just like sell these cold plungers as like, this is it, this is the fix for everything, and there's tremendous benefit.
Yeah.
Freezing body fat off.
Yeah. Because I feel like people just miss big rocks, right? Like moving your body and sleeping right.
Yeah.
And nutrition. Like you agree those are the bigger rocks, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, people want the magic pill.
Right.
We're a culture of magic pill desirers, and even with psychedelics you hear about it like, oh, ayahuasca, you drink ayahuasca once, it's like therapy for 10 years, and people go there thinking that they're going to just hit the switch and everything's going to be different after that. That's not the way life works. It's all these tiny decisions that we're making for ourselves that make big changes after a while, right? It's not like I'm going to go to the gym, come back home and be jacked. It doesn't work like that. Nothing works like that.
Small habits build big changes.
Right.
But it's cool that people are talking more about psychedelics, right?
Yeah. I have a mixed feeling about it because I think it's cool and I think it's very helpful, but I also so where I come from in Austin, they throw around this word called medicine, and they call psychedelics medicine. But I also see a lot of people abusing psychedelics because they have this bypass by calling it medicine. Oh, I'm taking my medicine, right? It's the same thing with like when your doctor prescribes you Oxys or Oxycontin.
Right.
And it's like, oh, I'm taking my medicine, I'm taking it. You're not healing. I promise you that's not making things better. We're making
and you're
things
viewing
worse
people
here.
that view psychedelics like that as a similar thing.
Yeah, it's a similar thing. And like, don't get me wrong, and we'll go into the benefits, I'm sure, but I see a lot of abuse still with this. And also there's just like nobody really knows what they're doing with this.
Well, because then you start to talk about, because things are starting to get cleared for certain medical use, right?
Yeah.
PTSD and depression and...
Yeah, and we're seeing that a lot with like ketamine. Ketamine's a big one that we're seeing come out and being used in a therapeutic sense. But I also see like, you know, this company Mind Bloom, which just sends you ketamine nasal spray to your doorstep.
And it's legitimate ketamine.
And like they're just like, here, use this, and people are now just using it whenever they want.
Well, you said before, I mean, you had the war on drugs, and all of a sudden everything gets classified and becomes illegal. And then you have the other extreme where it's like, well, let's just open up everything and make it legal. Yeah. But you see the issue there being like, people don't know how to use this shit.
Yeah. And also like, we don't have a cultural background in using this stuff.
Yeah, great
and that's
point.
why we see people going to like South America for these ayahuasca experiences, because we have a whole culture, thousands of years of people using this stuff and actually using it like a medicine and know what it does and know how to work with it and know how to create a setting for somebody to have a healing experience, and not just like some 28-year-old kid who thinks he can start serving psychedelics, and it's like you're in some basement freaking out being like, I'm going to die on this hippie kid's floor, you know?